Hello everyone, like and subscribe to our channel. Yesterday we drive around here in Polokwane, around Mangwen. Then we made an installation of POS to one of the liquor that is currently about to open, and give them the database of the tavern that we have, and we discussed a lot of things. We discussed about the users on the main screen, and also we discussed how to put the password of the main users. So we are going also to make a walkthrough video about what we have discussed with him. Okay, so now I'm going to give him a walkthrough video about everything that I discussed with him and all the important things that I discussed with him. Firstly, we discussed about the sales closed cash, which is very, very important. When he's closing a shift, he must close cash, and we discussed that he must print if you want to see what they they sell, and he must close the cash here. He must have two slips, which is very important, especially for a business to keep those slips. And also, before he closes the cash, he can also export a report from sales, current day sales, and he can run a report here. This report he can export it. It's just the same report as it's just the same report that will be also printed here if he make a print. If he make a sale, we show him how to make a sale. He can make a scan of the product, or he can choose the product here. Then he press the space bar, and he can if he given 100, he can type 100, then 60, and say okay. Just as he make a sale, he can come here also on the sales and current day sale report and run a report. You will see now it's almost 2 amp. If we export this report by saving here on the desktop before he close the cache, you can know what are the sales that are happen. If you come here and save it as a PDF, here I'm saving it on my desktop and say daily sales. Before you close cache, this is the daily sales, this is the daily sales, this is the report that he can make a print for daily sales. This is a daily sales. It can show him the total, and if you make a close cache, it show him is this 61 rand a bank or a cash. So he can manage effectively his business. And we discussed about the stock, and we come here on category. If you want to make another category, you just write the name of the category and save, and you can use 8 plus s to save a new thing. And also we discussed about stock and stock diary, which is the more major thing. If you come to stock diary and put a KSI here and scan a product, probably a black label. If you scan a black label, it shows him the quantity of the black label. We discussed that probably he have 1.8 of black label. You can say save. Now there is a one because there was -1 that was sold before we make the stock in. But now you realize that you have only 1,000, so you can put 799 outside with stock out change. Yeah, then it will be 1,000. So currently now we have 1,000 black label. Probably a customer comes and says, no, I want 10 black label. Then he says, you can type 10 here. Then he come inside here and make a sell 10 black label, which is 230. They give him 250, which is 20 rand change. This is how to complete the sale. And if we come here on the daily sales, if we run a current day sale and run, it shows in black label we have sold 11, and the total value is 291, which is also the same value here is 291. So this is how to do the stock diary. Is very, very important. It can also make him to put a product, and also to put a product. If you come here and scan a product, if the barcode comes 59 and says click here, it says product not found. You can put a new product. We show him that you can put a new product by writing the name here. Probably this is Amstel. Then he put it inside a category, probably long term. Then he put a VAT then he put price. If it's 50 rand, he put 50 rand. And if he knows the buying price, he can also put the buying price, which is 35. And if he say okay, it comes to this screen which allows him to know how many units do we have. Probably he have 50, then he put 50, and if the purchase is his purchase. This is how to create a product and also put units of the product. The selling part is also good, and we discussed something which is very, very, very important, especially for a liquor store, about empties. In South Africa, this codes, we have a lot of codes. Normally, they have an empty. If a customer comes, he can come without empty, or he can come with an empty. So there must be an empty. And the best way, the first best way that I know about empty is that when a customer, probably these beers, we are going to put them as if they are not having empty. As if they are not having empty. If a customer comes and says, I want black label is 23 rand without empty. And if we press 1 and call empty is the one that is gonna minus if you have an empty. And this, it helps him. If it's minus like this, if you have an empty, he can buy it with 21 rand. But if he doesn't have an empty, he buy it with 23 rand. If we make a sale of this one, probably a bank, and say, okay, at the end of the day, if he gets this report, which is a current day report, yeah, it's gonna show him that he have 2 empties around available. This is the best way, especially to do with empty. This is the best way. He must assume that everyone comes to the shop comes without an empty. And empty is a bottle, it's a product that have a negative value. That have a negative value. And here, okay, let me come here again. If you put 1 here, empty is a product with -2, so that when they bring an empty, they register, and at the end of the day, they can count the empties which they collect from here. Probably a customer comes and says, oh, I have 10 empties, I want to buy beer. This is the way it's gonna work. So how are they gonna do? They're gonna say 1, then they call empty, then after calling empty, then they say, they make it plus, you have 10 empties, which is 10 here, 10 empties, you see, it's 10 empty, and you need a black label. That is what most of them they do. Then you collect here, black label here. So you must pay 3 rand, and you give him his black label. This is how empties gonna do it, and we know that we collected 10 empties, and he gets his black label, and we get 3 rand from him. At the end of the day, we know that we have 10 empties that are sold in exchange of a black label. That are sold in exchange of a black label. So now he can pay 3 rand. He say, give me 3 rand. Then after giving him 3 rand, then the empty issue, it solves the issue. Because there are certain people who collect these empties and they say, no, I bring empties, but I want beer. I want to exchange empty with beer. This is where this method works properly. If a person collect the empty, and also for empty management, it is very, very proper, because at the end of the day, they can track now how many empties we have. Before they close case, they come here and generate this report, which is current day sales, and it shows them that available now we have 12 empties that we have collected. So this is the best way that I encourage you to use, especially for empties. All other things we discussed about making a user and adjusting roles. This is where we can adjust roles. We can adjust roles for employees. We can delete some of the things that we don't want an employee to see. And we manage to do this, and also to create a user. It's coming here, maintenance and user, and write a name of the user and the password. I think this one, you also see it very well. So the biggest issue was about empty, and I think we addressed the best way to do with empty. This is the best, and it's a very good way to do with empty. Thank you very much. If you like, subscribe to our channel for more videos and also for more challenging issues, especially the point of sale system. Thank you very much.